Alright. Just got dropped off by Mark. We're headed on the trail. There's the gorge. Oh. Ooh, this bounces. Whoa. Holy smoke. Whoa. Whew, that's a little... Good thing it's pretty sturdy. That seemed almost a little scary. Phew. Right. And now I start climbing right off the bat. Here I go, way up there. Good morning. All right, well, I'm back on the trail with my full pack. So, back to living in the woods again. So today I'm going to try to do, I think it's almost 13 miles to, I can't remember the name of the shelter. Little Pond Shelter, I think is what it's called, something like that. So, yep. I just cannot thank Mark enough for all of his help this week and letting me slack pack and just going out of his way to help me, pick me up, drop me off. And I'm just so appreciative. Thank you so much, Mark. And I know my husband, Jerry, really thanks you a lot too for, taking care of me and helping me out. So, yes, thank you so, so much. And I also want to say thank you to several of you all who have been very kind and generous to me with your support. And I want to make sure I get everybody's name, that I don't miss anybody in my thank yous. So I need to kind of look it up on my PayPal and see everyone. But I do want to say thank you to y'all as well for just always being there for me and supporting me. And y'all, all of y'all, just, it really means a lot to me. And I'm just incredibly appreciative. I don't think I can ever say it enough. You make this hike possible. I mean, really, really. And I am very grateful. I got this flat rock stuff, climbing up for a little bit. Some pretty steep climbing here. Some steep climbing today. This is a lot more steep than Killington was. I mean, Killington wasn't really that steep, but whew. This here is called the Airport Lookout. Over here, you can see the airport. It's pretty, all the colors. This section I've been hiking, it's pretty lovely. I'm enjoying it. Nice walk through the woods. I like it. It's really pretty. Minerve Hanchi shelter. And that's that way down there. It's a nice little area. Oh, I got 2 more shelters to go to get to where I'm going. This little area is nice. It's pretty. I'm going to Junction. Oh, there's some hikers, some people. That's kind of cool. It's real pretty through here. Oh, I'm glad I'm getting so much fall. I hate to visit in Virginia too. Virginia is similar to the Smokies and just like, I don't know. I mean, this is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but just there's so much variety of foliage and it's just really nice. Go this way. It's been a very lovely trail today. I've already done 2 of my climbs, so I just have 1 more climb to do today before I get to the campsite. I'm going to stay out. So it's pretty good. Well, I am coming down to about to cross Route 140. I don't know why, but I love these hiker signs. I think I want to tattoo that. Actually, I think I want a hat with that on it. Right, I'm going this way. I'm going across this bridge. Alright, so begins my last climb of the day. I mean, it's about a mile and a half to the peak, and then 3 miles, like, till I start going like down. So here we go. I've come to my first water source today, so I'm going to stop here and have my lunch, which you'll see what it is. And that trail takes you to a parking lot, but I'll be going this way here. So this is lunch, which is 2 of these Carnation instant breakfasts. I have a coffee, and then I have my protein. This is chocolate peanut butter protein powder, and I'll put 2 big scoops of that in my trusty little Nalgene bottle with all my cool stickers. Yeah, Yep. I love my little bottle. And then shake all that up, and then I have Quest cookie too. So let's see. And there's the calories for that. So it's not really carbs though, but hopefully all the fat and protein will make up for it. And then I have a couple other like snacky stuff if I really want some chips and stuff like that. And the nice thing is, I only have 5.5 miles left, and I'll be at the shelter, so I've done pretty good today. So, yeah. And in case you're wondering, it's delicious. So I got the protein from Walmart. Well, actually, I got it from Harrison's. Things what the name of the grocery was, but it's a whey protein. Can't remember, Muscle Tech, I think is what's called. It's really good. It's got like really high protein. It's actually a really good protein powder. It's what I used to use when I was bodybuilding. So you can get like 60 grams of protein in that with 2 scoops. And I also have a veggie powder, but I use it in my morning, in the breakfast one, so I'm going to use it in this one. Hopefully this way I get some calories in, because this should be like the Carnation instant breakfasts are like 200, well, 200 a piece. And then, I'm not sure how many calories I'm getting on the protein powder, but hopefully it'll help me. Plus, like I put the coffee in and give me some caffeine, so give me a little bit of energy as well. Well, that goes to the Greenwell shelter. So good. The next shelter, it will be the one I'm going to. Okay, so just a little bit more of this steep up, and then it sort of kind of flattens out a little. Not flat, but it's, flattish. It's not steep like this. And then I'm going to come to some interesting rock formations. It's getting a little bit more rocky. I guess that's why they call it white rocks. Or at least that's where I'm headed. To the White Rocks Junction. I've entered a pine forest. And there's been a bunch of day hikers that have passed. So I guess this must be a pretty popular spot. I think there was a parking lot like off the trail back there, so I assume that's where they park and they come up. I think there's a view, but you have to go off trail to get to it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't decide if this is the coolest thing I've ever seen or the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Holy crap. There's a bunch of cairns all set up. What in the world? This is crazy looking. Man, this is creepy. I would say it's creepy, but there's like other hikers. I can see one down the trail. So I guess it's not that creepy. But yeah, there you go. Baby Yoda is enjoying the cairn garden. Well, I'll just add to it, I guess. Just there. There's my contribution to the cairn garden. Oh man. Like, I wonder how this all started. Like, someone built one, another person built one. Crazy. My hat is all messed up. So a hiker that passed a minute ago said that there's another rock garden up here too. He said it's not as big. Well, that was pretty cool. I must say so myself. Yep. It's pretty leaves. More pretty leaves. Well, y'all know I've never been much of a fan on the rocks, but that was pretty cool. I mean, I actually kind of like climbing rocks. Not really with a full pack on, but it is kind of fun to, climb up, scale up rocks. I don't want to do it anymore. Don't misunderstand. But if you're going to have to see rocks, that was pretty cool. There's a rock garden. Alright. The cool part is I don't think I have a tiny little up here and a little bit. And then it's pretty much kind of a flattish, downish flat to the shelter. So it's pretty cool. If I was a moose, I'd live here. Where you at, moose? Come on. I read a thing when I was in town that there was 57 moose killed this year. If they would stay off the roads and in the woods, not only would they not get killed, they'd only get their picture taken. I mean, come on. Come on, moose. Well, coming upon the other rock garden. Oh, it's not creepy or anything. It's like a bunch of rock people. Oh, hello there, rock people. There's a zoomed out version. Oh yeah. Look, here's all the tribe of rock people. And I think that must be the head honcho. He's bigger. He's kind of standing there in the front. They're all listening to him talk about something, I'm sure related to rocks and how not to fall. What to do if you see a human come. Yep. Right. That was that. That was the gnome garden, gnome rock garden. Right. Yeah. A little over 3 miles and I'll be at the campsite. Pretty. Oh, look at all this old relic stuff. I don't know what all that part's supposed to go to, but yeah, pretty cool. Right, there's the pond. Right. This is Lost Rock Pond. It's getting prettier this side. Well, here is the shelter. And it's a pretty nice shelter. The caretaker that's here was saying that it was nice, but the only thing is, he did say that you can hear the mice. I mean, man, you look at it, it looks pretty good. Like, I almost would think there wouldn't be mice. He says you can hear them. Like, I was gonna set up in here, but then it was like, well, if there's mice active, don't really wanna, deal with mice. But it's like, you look at it, it doesn't look like you'd have to deal with mice. He said he's seen them though running around. But you got like a picnic table here and like all these benches, hooks to hang stuff. But I just ended up chinting, which maybe I regret since it's supposed to rain. So it could have, been dry, but I don't know. I guess because he said, he's definitely seen mice. I was just like, okay. There's a bear box here. And then there's some picnic tables and fire rings, and there's a privy. Right now there's some day hikers here. There's my tent, it's over there. There it is. I'll set up. There it is. Set up. And I have a little bit of signal here in certain spots where my tent is at. There looked like there was a little bit. It's funny because the caretaker, this was his last day. He's leaving today. So, or he may have already left now. So, yeah. So, and he said the whole season he hasn't had a night alone here. And then I go here and I'm probably going to be here alone. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It is a nice little area. He said bears aren't a problem just because there's so many day hikers that come through here, like with dogs and like people who come stay overnight with dogs. So he's like, just bears usually just stay away. So hopefully that's a good thing, you know. And then the nice thing is there's a bear box too. So, and then there's a nice pond down here. So I'm gonna go down here and get me some water and then cook my dinner. It's the same pond that you saw earlier. Very nice. Nice water too. Alright. Get back to my area. Pulling my water for my dinner, which is going to be this stuff here, one of the things my friend Carrie sent me. And then look, I got this fruit roll up. It's got baby Yodas on it. It's supposed to be a tongue tattoo. Let's see.